Good morning, Oddsquad. I've just finished off my coffee, cup of coffee in J&J's Sandwich Cafe Bar in South Ockenden, Essex. So that's me breakfasted on thick hot milk and ground Colombian coffee beans. And because I only had one, I have not turned into a giant Hell's Kitchen arsehole. Oh dude, you should have seen me with my Raphael Ninja Turtle mask on last summer, doing the commute as Raphael on the C2C, no seats, stood up, having had 2, 3, 4 double espressos at home, 2, 3, 4 double espressos on the road. I was the biggest a-hole on the C2C, chewing every bloke out, shaming every sad Sherman tank. Every last one of them. There's cats about. Yeah, they think they're all that, don't they, cats? And that's what I like about dogs. You don't get many like conceited dogs. Yeah, cats are well conceited, don't they? They're like, I am the cat's whiskers, and don't I know it? And you're like, really? You're shitting in a box? You ain't all that. And a bag of potato chips? You know what I mean? Shitting in a box, giving me the top hat, looking down your furry nose at me, Mr. Cat. You don't get that with dogs, do you? At least dogs look ashamed when they're taking a dump. You know, because everyone's staring. No wonder they feel ashamed, the poor things. It's a pity, but you mustn't watch them. It's like feeding time, isn't it? I don't like to be stared at while I'm eating. I don't think anyone does, but some people make such a racket, such a noise and such a fuss. You can't not stare at them eating. And then it's like feeding time at the blooming zoo. I don't know if I sweared back then. Arsehole, I said. You're allowed that in less than a PG. Parental guidance, that is. About the internet having absolutely no age restrictions or ratings whatsoever, except for grots. Well, it's got to be over, it's got to end. As in, we must begin the restrictions. We must begin the limitations. We must roll out online restrictions immediately. Look at Australia's social media ban on children under the age of 16. It's total sense. Copy it and roll it out. Internet restrictions. Internet restrictions is what we need. That's where I'm heading. And at the top of this road, there lies a bridge. And this bridge goes over the train track, the C2C train track, coast to coast. That stands for C2C. You can come all the way from Southend on Sea, home of the world's longest pier, I might add. That's Southend on Sea, home of the world's longest pier. That's right. If anyone ever asks you, here, do you know where the world's longest pier is? You say, I certainly do. The world's longest pier is in Southend on sea. On the southern coast, southeasterly coast. And we are approaching my block. Well, that's not my block, that's my neighbour's block. Perhaps I'll take you for a turn around the block, because normally I go in through that way. Alright, this is the back door to my gaff. This is the front way. Look, George Cross up there. Can you see my George Cross? Our George Cross. It's not quite whapping in the breeze, but it's still totally inspirational. Totally inspirational. And here are some of the trees that the local Far Eastern women, and the men as well, but especially the Far Eastern women, come and collect the chestnuts, the fallen chestnuts from these trees. I once spent a wonderful afternoon with my hand on my sword, sat out on the grass with these wonderful ladies collecting chestnuts. Yeah? Right, check this. See that balcony there? See that mountain bike there? It's my gaff. All along there, through to there. That's my floor. First floor, my gaff. Right, so we walk round the front. This is what my place looks like from the front. There's my balcony. Here's my balcony. Looks innocuous enough, doesn't it? So if you need to locate me, just look for that orange mountain bike swinging off the side of the balcony there. Here we go. You come around the side here. Look, this is the secret ninja alleyway approach, and I can bounce from this wall to this wall to this wall, but I can't do it holding the phone. No, I can't do that at all. I wish. Here we go. Look, see what happens. Here's the reveal. You come around the corner. Down there is the entrance I just showed you. Yeah, that's where we've come back a few times on my vlog, on these oddcasts. But this is the secret, cheeky, secret back way. You come down the alleyway, boom, 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 and boom, there's the car park. There's our tree that I can see out my kitchen window. And if you look up, can you see the wind chimes? That's my kitchen window. Can you see the wind chimes smashed? It's been so Morecambe Mindy. It has been so Morecambe Mindy that my wind chimes have smashed to bits. It's been that windy, making that noise rip big. So this is my security door, and it's bomb proof. Except for the fact that before midday anybody can get in with the trade. There's my post box bearing the B for Bluetooth and the crossed hammers runes. It's my post box. And here we are again, back in Mega Block 1, as I like to refer to it as. I head up the stairs. Here's the window on my first landing. I look out of when I do my night watch. I'll venture out as far as this landing. There's ours tree. Who's in ours tree? Who's in ours tree? Is it Ratatosk? That cheeky squirrel. And then of course the big reveal. My own front door. Speak, friend, and enter. Bellon. And here we are, home again, safe and sound. Oh, is the heating on? Or recently off, rather. It's nice and, no, the heating's still on, I can confirm. Okay, that's the state of the plumbing. And instead of keep adjusting the radiator to switch it down, I'll switch it off. There we go, no more boiler. Okay. So yeah, with the curtains still closed in the front room because I left at dark. There we go. Here is the view from my window. There's the bike. So yeah, welcome to my gaff. Oh, it's a blessing taking my shoes off. Oh wow, lovely. Oh, it's roasting in here. I've been out in the cold for the last hour and a half. I managed. It's 7:30. Myself at 6. So I had a nice hour and a half change of scenery down at J&J's Cafe Sandwich Bar. And I'll be ready for another cup of tea in a bit, but for now, I'm not hungry, I'm not thirsty. So, today is unfolding in front of me like a Jacob's ladder. Looks like it's about to fall off until it starts all over again from the top. There's Mr. Kurt Cobain. Mr. Kurt Cobain, I give you Mr. Kurt Cobain. Werewolf mask and a pile of laundry. That's about right for me. Right. Well, quick hand of cards. 21 or bust. Pontoon. Oddsquad. Always up for quick game of cards, aren't we, Pontoon? I'll deal. You get 2 cards, I get 2 cards. Okay. There's 1, 1, 2, 2. You get 21 or bust, right? You've got 7 and 9. What's that, 16? So you'll twist. 16, 20. Ludo, wicked. Stick on 20. Warlock gets 2 and a queen. So I've got a twist on 12. Warlock gets 6, 18, but I have to twist because I know you've got 20. So Didymus, it's only like a deuce. Bust. You win. Well done. Well played. You remind me of the babe.
What babe?
The babe with the power.
What power?
The power of voodoo.
Who do?
You do. Do what? Remind me of the babe. I saw my baby crying hard as babe could cry. What could I do? My baby's fun had gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Slime or snails or puppy dog tails. Thunder or lightning, and baby said, dance, magic, dance. That's a prolonged silence, I apologise. You've not tuned in to chill out with me, have you? You've tuned in to be entertained by me. I apologise. In fact, what do we say, Timmy?
No.
See? I'm here for you guys. And gals. Gals and guys, really. As it should be. All order restored to the universe, and there is no God without goddess. That's a deal breaker in the UK. So all we do is deify Britannia, rule the waves again, get along with being Great Britain. I mean, how hard can it be? I mean, who looks after Buddha? Funky Buddha? Virgin Mary. Well, I see it. Or Shiva. Funky Buddha needs Ganesha's help. That's what I'm saying. Because without a lady in his life, how did Buddha get so fat? He's ever so, no wonder he's always smiling. He's a jolly old, he's got a good sense of humour, Buddha, isn't he? If the Dalai Lama's anything to go by, he's never not smiling, the Dalai Lama. Gunga la gunga and all that. Yeah, oh, I distracted myself from rolling a cigarette then. Shame, shame, we know your name, eh? As if I need another mother and cigarette. Coffee nows at this point. 20 minutes off your life. I go, well, I was planning on spending at least a day on my deathbed. So if you want to just dock me a day, and I'll smoke every day of my life till I'm dead, just dock me a day on my deathbed. How's that sound? It's a pretty good trade, isn't it? I mean, I'm not being horrible. I'm not being horrible. But you get one shot at this life. Imagine it's a golden ticket situation. You get one shot at this life. You know? One go round. You don't remember before you were born, you won't remember after you're born. But if you're lucky, you'll be well remembered. So there will be remembrance for your passing, and there will be remembrance in your absence. I don't drink alcohol. I smoke cigarettes. Now, how many people can say, I traded this vice for that? Or I don't believe in vice. As is increasingly the way of the Western world, I believe. As everything is slowly but surely turned to spooge in a pandemic, in a tidal wave of spooge every waking breath. The entire planet's male population is exhausting itself to death and extinction. It happened with the Roman Empire. They became so decadent and so masturbatorial that they simply went themselves out of existence. It is a tendency of an overpopulated populace to fall sway to the herd mentality and give over its power to the majority, who may or may not be the fittest in society. But Charles Darwin, in The Origin of Species, posited that in order for a species to advance, it must evolve, and in order for it to evolve, must involve the survival of the fittest. This concept is not a new one. It dates back hundreds of years. The survival of the fittest. Note, not survival of the fattest. Because if the Western world continues to masturbate with more regularity than when they first discovered how to do it, when they were 13, I know lots of adults with an addiction that they don't like to talk about. I know many, many more young adults with the exact same addiction. It's a pandemic, people. Make no mistake. And we all go extinct. Is the upshot of it. If we cannot break the cycle, if we cannot switch it off, if the ungentleman cannot stop with the grot, we will go extinct. Homo erectus, Homo habilis, Homo sapien. Homo sapien devoured Homo erectus. Homo sapien devoured Neanderthalis. Homo sapiens are by their basest nature cannibalistic. Consider the very nature of consumerism. We have taught an entire entity to live, to consume. The internet is the ultimate consumer, learned from man, its hungry programmer. And when this consuming finally consumes, what does it finally consume? Logically, it finally consumes itself in an act of cannibal capitalism. I'm putting it as politely as possible. And with a diminished sense of urgency that is not my true feeling. People of Britain, 51% of the population is female. Please, ladies, as you were, at ease, sit down, relax. 49% of the population of Great Britain is there for what? That's right, ladies. Not to be trusted. So I do not trust a single man, nor do I trust a married man, nor will I ever trust any man. For I am the father of 2 daughters. It has been brought to my attention and it has piqued my interest. But this snooze tubing, this doom scrolling has turned you all into glugaloozers. If you are watching this now, you are most likely a glugaloozer. Welcome, glugaloozer. 2 easy steps. Seek out a different search engine. Brave it. And when you and I are done, please switch it off. Get some air. Remember when we didn't have all this tech, inducing tech rage across the globe. Outrage at buffering speed, outrage at reception, outrage in general. Switch it off and remember a time before tech. Not all of you can manage that, and I'm sorry. We have allowed it to overtake us. In this simple act of screen breaking, I'm not suggesting you break your screens, I'm suggesting you take a break from your screens. But in this simple act of screen breaking, you go a long way to dispelling the transfixing hypnosis that all glugaloozers suffer from. After a 6-month digital detox last year, after a 6-month digital detox last year, I have never thought clearer. I have never in my life felt better. Unless, of course, you predate the internet and we turn back the clock pre-millennium. Because as it turns out, we all contracted the millennium bug. Only the millennium bug lays its eggs inside a human host. And only now, 26 years later, are the millennium bugs beginning to hatch. This is not Doctor Who. This is not science fiction. This version of a science future is becoming a fact. Global-losers, beware. Please, take a break. Have a Kit Kat. I'll be back. For all Britannia.